there is a single retirement decision that is worth, on average, somewhere between $100,000 and $250,000 in lifetime income. Most people make it in about 10 seconds, and most people get it wrong. I am talking about when you claim Social Security. And in this video, I am going to show you the exact break-even math for claiming at 62, 67, and 70, so you can see, with actual numbers, which age wins for your situation. Here is why most people claim early. They are afraid of dying before they collect enough. They think, if I wait until 70 and I die at 68, I got nothing. So they claim at 62, the earliest possible age, and lock in a permanently reduced benefit for the rest of their life. That fear is completely understandable, but it leads to a decision that is wrong for the majority of people, especially for married couples, because it ignores three things: the break-even point, the survivor benefit, and the compounding effect of a higher monthly payment over a long retirement. Let me show you the actual numbers so this stops being abstract. Your Social Security full retirement age, the age at which you receive your full calculated benefit, is 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later. That is the baseline and the foundation for all our calculations today. If you claim at 62, you receive 30% less than your full benefit permanently for the rest of your life. If you delay to 70, you receive 24% more than your full benefit. Every year, you wait past 67 adds 8% to your monthly payment. Now let me put a real person into this calculation. I want you to meet Robert. He is 62 years old. His calculated full Social Security benefit at 67 is $2,000 per month. He is trying to decide, claim now, wait until 67, or wait until 70. Let us run all three scenarios. Scenario 1, claiming at 62 versus waiting until 67. If Robert claims at 62, he collects $16,800 per year. If he waits to 67, he collects $24,000 per year. The difference is $7,200 per year. But he missed 5 years of payments. That is $84,000 he did not collect while he was waiting. Divide 84,000 by 7,200 and you get 11.7 years. Add that to 67 and Robert's break-even age is 78. If Robert lives past 78 and the average American man reaching 62 today has a life expectancy of approximately 82. Now let us look at waiting all the way to 70. Waiting from 67 to 70 adds another $5,760 per year. Waiting from 67 to 70 adds another $5,760 per year. But he misses 3 years of payments, $72,000. Divide that by the annual gain and the break-even age for waiting to 70 is 82.5. So here is where we stand. If Robert lives past 78, waiting to 67 beats claiming at 62. If he lives past 82, waiting to 70 beats everything. The average American man who reaches 62 today lives to approximately 82. The average woman lives to approximately 85. Everything I just showed you applies to a single person. But if you are married, there is a second dimension to this decision that makes the case for waiting even stronger. It is called the survivor benefit. Here is how it works. When one spouse dies, the surviving spouse keeps the higher of the two Social Security payments. And in that moment, the lower of the two payments stops. It disappears forever. So if Robert claims at 62 and receives $1,400 per month, and his wife Susan claims at 67 and receives $1,800 per month, when Robert dies, Susan keeps $1,800. Robert's $1,400 disappears forever. If Robert waits until 70, Susan receives $2,480 per month after he dies, not $1,400. That is $680 per month more. For every year Susan lives after Robert, she receives $8,160 more annually than if Robert had claimed early. If she lives 15 to 20 years as a widow, which is statistically very common, we are talking about $120,000 to $160,000 in additional lifetime income. And remember, all of this total value comes from just one decision. Now, I want to be fair here, because there are genuine situations where claiming early is the right call. This is not a blanket rule. If you have significant health problems and do not expect to reach your mid-70s, claiming early makes mathematical sense. The break-even calculation changes dramatically. If you have no other income and genuinely need the money to pay your bills right now, claiming early may be unavoidable. And if you are single with no dependents, the survivor benefit argument does not apply. But for the majority of married couples in reasonable health, where the higher earner is making this decision, waiting wins. The math is not close. It is just uncomfortable, because waiting requires trusting that you will live long enough to collect. The biggest practical objection to waiting is this. If I retire at 63, but I am not collecting Social Security until 70, what do I live on for 7 years? The answer is what financial planners call a bridge strategy. You retire, you draw from your portfolio and any other income sources for the bridge years, and you leave Social Security untouched. Yes, you are spending down your savings faster in those early years. But once Social Security turns on at 70, at the maximum possible rate, your required portfolio withdrawals drop dramatically. The bridge costs you money up front. The higher lifetime benefit pays it back and then keeps paying for the rest of your life. Here is the framework. If you are in reasonable health, if you are married, and if you can fund the bridge years from your portfolio, waiting until 70 to claim Social Security is almost certainly the best financial decision available to you in retirement. Not because of a rule of thumb, because of the math we just ran through together. The next video covers sequence of returns risk, the danger that a market downturn in year 1 of retirement does far more damage than the same downturn in year 15. It is the most underestimated threat in retirement planning, and understanding it will change how you think about your portfolio withdrawal strategy. If you want that video when it drops, subscribe and hit the bell. New video every Saturday. I will see you next week. Up next, sequence of returns risk, the retirement threat most people never see coming. That is the video on the left. I will see you there.